Today is October 11th, 22. Today, fiasco a little bit. They follow me again. I went to Sheets on Whipple, probably around 1, and Faulkner Hills on Dales Road. Okay. Use the bathroom, go to leave. 2 idiot nurses are outside. Okay. Or somebody in scrubs. Okay. The man that was paying for them to follow and harass her found out they made everything up, and he told me he wasn't going to pay for it no more. They told everybody that she was weird with herself, and who would have thought they made all that up? It's like you're slow. And that was not a man that paid for stalkers. They find out some man is paying to have a woman followed and harassed. He will go to jail, probably 5 to 20 years. It's stalking and then hiring stalkers. You do realize that. That's not a man. That's slime and scum. And so are you for falling for him. As if you didn't know it wasn't a shower scene. They have been telling people they made everything up, including the shower scene, since March 2nd to the 3rd of 21, 8 to 10:30 at night, that they were going to put clips together and put it in a porn. Put me in a porn. It wasn't me, it was them. They were going to make it dirty. They have told you for over a year they drugged me up and told me to say whatever it is. More than 10 have told on you to the Canton Police and more. Okay? And I'm not going to ramble through the list again because you're slow. You can listen to the other tapes. Now, as if you didn't know it wasn't a shower scene, from where at the Oakland apartment, the guy at the task force on December 9, 21, they both told. Or the African-American lady, December 2nd or 3rd at Save-A-Lot, that you made up that shower scene. Or Bubba's Restaurant, May 12th, 22, where they found a tape of them emitting a shower scene in the other room. And then at KFC, that the shower scene was done on purpose. And in March, the neighbor of my one client on Shepler Church Road, that they, photoshopped everything and drugged everything, and a whole list of drugs and photoshopping. And they went to the Canton Police and other police departments. Don't you act stupid, naive, because you want to be part of a domestic terrorism group. It can cost you life in federal prison. Domestic terrorism is a group of people stemming from political or religious backing, okay, with threats to human life and harm, to further their ideology, their way of belief, against the U.S. constitutional laws. They may run around telling everybody, oh, an attorney had a court order. That's comical. There's no such thing. Where would be my right to privacy? It's private property. Where would be my right to remain quiet? Or be my random rights? Where would be my right to an attorney? Where would be my right to a fair court trial, bail, and bond? Where would be my right not to be mistreated? You can't take my constitutional rights away. I'm a U.S. citizen. Police and agencies can only be in a home under a threat of life. They have to speak to everyone before they start. Or it's abuse and misconduct, and it goes into the right of privacy, illegal search and seizure. So who the hell do you think you are going against the U.S. Constitution? Who? Who the hell do you think you are that you can set up your own government laws within our government? Who the hell do you think you are? Because every officer I've told, don't worry about it, Miss Hall, what those people did was illegal. including the Portage County Sheriff. They lied the sheriffs were doing. Went up and confronted them. They had no knowledge of these people, nor were they in my home, nor did they know they were in my home, and what they are saying is illegal. Officer Reinhardt in Louisville. It comes down to no matter what, it's a special protector like cases only. And until Will at the Canton FBI took your statement and agreed to protect you, they couldn't even be in your home, and that's why that officer had to talk to Dave. That's where the Massillon police mocked him. That nothing they have is admissible. It's not. So where they can run around and say, well, we drugged her and told her to say it before. Oh, we photoshopped a shower scene to make her look weird, follow her and harass her. And they follow these people like mindless children. No real man would ever have a woman stalked. No real woman with integrity would stalk another woman. No person with integrity would ever help a Jim Jones occult and a retired judge and his dirty friends that think that they can kick in the wife's store, set up button cameras, stalk her, Photoshop a shower scene and date rape drug her, and then have people harass her and think it's funny. Huh? Have you lost your ever fucking loving minds? Oh, and where that guy was acting like Will's here. Oh, Will, we need to have a talk. They have been trying to set FBI agent Will up that he looks like a child molester for 4 years. Do you know how many little faces came up to me? Will made it up to me today. Will took me out today. I went out with Will alone today. My car's bugged from the case and they sold it. I'm like, you stupid idiot people. No FBI agent would take your kid out alone. They wouldn't be caught out with your kid. It's not appropriate. It's not Will. Stop it and stop letting that guy around your kids. And don't let him take him out alone. So Will, they have some child molester saying he's FBI agent Will. Taking little kids out and making it up to him today. They're setting you up, and they've been setting you up for 4 years. Just might want to let you know that one. Do you know how many little faces came up and said that to me in front of people? And I get alone in my car, and my car's bugged. It's like, are you crazy? If you were in dire need, they'd get you hooked up with an agency. The absolute most, if they were a good person, would meet the whole family at a store and give you so much to go pick something out and then pay for it at the register with your whole family. They would never in this world take your children out. It's inappropriate. And they would not tarnish their reputations. They lied they were FBI doing it to me. And I'll tell you what, I thought the FBI had lost their ever-loving minds. Then they tried to say the police were doing it before the Protect Her Life case for that retired judge's daughter. And if they were involved, they're denying it because it's instantly 5 years of federal prison. That's a punishment for illegal search and seizure. And then you put drugs on it. And drugging somebody, your fake sodium pentothal reports, and then it comes out it's ecstasy. Yeah, that's attempted murder. And that's 20 to 25. And then stalking charges. For every constitutional right broke, it's 1 to 10. It's $1 million fine, or 1 to 10 for conflict of interest charges. And like Officer Reinhardt in Louisville said, no one in that county could ever work a case against you in your whole life. And people have been talking, it's just some weird attorney trying to pull a fast one down here. One of retired Judge Pete's dirty friends. And they said, good luck with that one. It'll never work. What are they going to say? Retired Judge Pete and his dirty friends for Michelle kicked in your door and started stalking with button cameras. You arrested him, right? They photoshopped a shower scene. I heard about it. You arrested him, right? They date raped Georgie and lied. They had sodium pentothal reports. You arrested him, right? because I had bruises and I was sick. Do you know how much weight I lost after the case started? Now, I was already starting to lose weight from being sick. I dropped close to 70 pounds in 4.5 months. I couldn't even keep saliva down. I lived through a concentration camp trying to save my family and let them go after me. The girlfriend's family and that are called. Last night, about 1 o'clock in the morning, between 1 and 2, some lady's out there screaming at those goons. None of this is funny. No one was supposed to touch her. We were getting even with her because of what she called me. And I got to thinking about it today. And that's Stephanopoulos, Gus, Franklin is Strange, Paymer Stearns. It was early spring, the summer. I went up to Paymer's on a Sunday morning by myself. I seen Frank and Linda. I walked up and said hi. Annette and Gus came up to me. I thought I'd seen you here. Gus, what's a heifer? A cow. Oh, we'll be taking care of this. I'm like, oh my God, they hurt Dave. Katie Brothers. She's with my brother-in-law Tim since for 20 years. She makes my sister cry. Apostolic religion. You can't leave your husband. Leave your husband, you could lose your kids, lose all your friends and family. So she puts up with it. And she makes my sister cry. She's fat and she's ugly. She makes my sister cry. I'm nice to her face when I see her, because I'm a play person. Okay? She was telling people that my husband wanted her. And he found out. And in the mall, he's like, I'd rather kiss a cow's butt than that heifer. We're married 33 years. I laughed. It's a mean girl. But she said she wanted my husband. And she makes my sister cry. And then he dipped me and kissed me in front of her. I love the dip. Loved my ex-husband. And I'm like, cut it out. You're not doing it for the right reason. So he dipped me again. And my God, you talk about romantic in the middle of a mall, getting completely dipped backwards and kissed. I loved it because I loved him. And then he did it again. And then he started walking, or I made him walk on the other side of the kiosk. And I turned around. I said, if you can't have rain, I'm not going to walk with you. And I was giggling and laughing. I didn't think they hurt. But they did. But they were supposed to get even with me for that heifer thing. Yeah. We're going back to that, aren't we? And if you don't think that Harold Strange knows my brother-in-law Tim cheats with that girl, you are so dead wrong. Because they've been cheating since about 2000. Okay. My sister Linda used to follow him, and so did my mother. Follow him back to her apartment. Watch them walk in together. Yeah. Like I said, I'm playing to her face. But when she said she wanted my husband and he called her name, I laughed. It's a mean girl thing. But it's like, how dare you? You're like 300 something pounds, or 250 to 300 pounds, and you're ugly as a guy. You're just a whore. You've made my sister cry for 20 years. We're going back to that, aren't we? Where it stemmed from. Because do you not think that minister wouldn't protect his son's mistress? Huh? And my husband, ex-husband, he called him a son from a pulpit. For my son, David. And he was always weird, the way he talked about him. Huh? And he's not related to him. At all. But my ex-husband kissed his ass so much. He called him my son from the pulpit. Some guys went after those nurses walked off, or whoever was in the scrubs. Some guys walked up and said, well, you really will be okay anymore. They found out it's just the girlfriend's family doing it to you. They've been telling you that for months. It's just retired Judge Pete and his dirty, fucked up friends. And then a called. They didn't have a court order. A retired judge can't write a court order. Never got filed. Why? Because it's not illegal. It's not legal. It's illegal to be in somebody's home. It's stalking. You can't do it because he fucks that whore daughter. Huh? And once he got everything, he broke up with that stupid girl, and they've been down here harassing me. From where they kicked in my door, they date raped me, and apparently photoshopped a shower scene. Nothing ever got entered against me. Why? Because it was their bitch mouth. And it wasn't legal. And like the police say, we couldn't even look or listen. They had no right in your home. They go to jail for stalking. Just because you're a retired judge's family doesn't mean you can write your own constitution in the area that you live. Nothing ever got filed in court system because they have to admit this kicking in my door and stalking me. And they go to jail and they can't look or listen. A sitting judge would arrest them. And they ever tell a real police officer they did it, they will arrest them. It's stalking. That's why they're looking for that Steve and Eric for stalking, because they left their names on it. They don't know who they are yet. And they're looking for them. And they're looking who's actually behind all this to put them in jail. So where people think they're fucking funny helping a Jim Jones account and a retired judge, they could have just paid me off and I would have left. And Dave would have laughed at him and said, see you, bye. Because that's what he did once he got everything. He dropped the stupid bitch and her stupid friends. And they've just been down here harassing me because they got used. They kicked in my door. They date raped me. How would you like to wake up with bruises? How would you like to be out working in the yard, come in and wash your hands, make something to drink, go and use the bathroom, wash your hands real good, take a drink and get dizzy and hours disappear? How would you like to wake up with bruises on you and you can't explain where they came from? And you're sick to your stomach and you don't know what happened to you. And you're thinking, how did I get banged up? And you're dizzy and you don't know why. And what's wrong with you? Amnesia drugs aren't funny. I've never been questioned of wrongdoing. I've never been prosecuted. I've never been found guilty. They made everything up. And they have admitted to date rape drugging me before. And they admitted to photoshopping a shower scene. And now they're causing their hate crime. And are these people so fucking retarded that they need mental help? Huh? To even find any of this funny that somebody's ex-girlfriend, the husband's girlfriend, ex-girlfriend's family would do this to me. You want to talk about a fatal attraction family? What are they going to say? We kicked in the hall's door before they moved in because Dave met Michelle. You're in jail. You started stalking her. You're in jail. Well, we photoshopped a shower scene to make her look weird. You're in jail. We started a hate crime because of it. You're in jail. We date raped, drugged her, and lied. We had sodium pentothal reports trying to make it look like spy movie stuff. And then we even impersonated federal officers. We even bragged we turned that FBI, we corrupted that FBI agent. And I'm going to tell you this. You know, some guy Saturday was outside my clients in Massillon, acting like it was Will. And I'm going to put it this way. If you really are Will, me and you need to have a talk. Because you got some explaining to do, mister. Because you're off in the distance. Of course, I didn't know what these people did. I didn't believe her. That's why I called her a liar. Huh? Okay. They are not allowed to call you a liar. They are to take your statement and follow through. I had vital evidence. Now, what was he not believing? The 3 witnesses in the mall that were witnessing against Katie, stating that her church was going to have me killed, and she was still publicly saying it in January of 19. Huh? What didn't you believe? The Perry police reports where I told them on the hotline, where I was following around it, and it was linked back to that church through a Facebook account? Huh? Did you? And they knew that guy was up to something and documented it? Or the attempt to break in and Dave was the main subject by his own admission? And then witnesses knowing of $5,000 to $6,000 disappearing from the safe, him getting caught with pot in his system, and documented at work he got suspended. And where I was at Giant Eagle on September 21st, 18, and he had a phone call to make, and then that guy showing up, and I got away from it and opened an account, and the Pizza Hut lady got paid to stalk me, and the banker screaming at her. And she walks off, and the guy that tried to kidnap me in front of Terry, tried to carjack me, walks off too. Now, at the weirdest scenario, because I was right by the ATM, if their cameras didn't pick up him saying it, at least had a picture of him. Why wouldn't you want him? Why wouldn't you want to talk to that Pizza Hut lady to find out who was paying her to stalk me and find out who that guy is, and then see if Dave called him? Huh? Why would you call me a liar for reporting them? Because there's a good chance you actually got it on tape, him threatening to knife me. Why would you call me a liar and threaten to arrest me if I didn't say it? Because Dave called him. He didn't care that I reported the What a Shame guy at Walmart. And had people looking for him because he's just a freak, right? For we called Will and explained Michelle. And he set her up that no one had ever helped her, and it's funny. They're actually going along with it instead of doing the right thing. My friend from the prosecutor's office, that agent can't talk to you like that, and the police can't use it. They can't call you a liar and threaten to lie you under arrest. Make you state that you're lying under a threat of arrest. The police cannot use that. It's illegal. It's called badgering witness, obstruction to justice, and tampering with evidence. And then if I'll list you informant, but you tell someone I'll list you crazy and no one can help you, he go like a little girl. He said that agent can't do that. He doesn't have that kind of authority. Any kind of protection program, you can tell anyone you want that you feel comfortable in telling, and they can't say a word. And they can't list you crazy for telling, and they can't tell anybody they can't help you. That is illegal, and that is a setup. It is. It's a setup with no way out, because you can't ask for help. And they can't go along with it, and the police know better. And they can't, after what that agent did, it was all illegal, and they can't go along with it, and the police know better. Yeah. So, I turned this into the Department of Justice, too. They pull that tape of him badgering me. He's going to go to jail. Yeah. And do you think they'll let it go on a recorded line? I told headquarters, too, how he talked to me. Ask him to send somebody out from the area. Because they can't, I wouldn't trust them. They act ignorant when everybody's got the case around me. Trying to cover up false crimes. They were talking about the case out in the hallway, and in the office they act like they didn't know about it. It's like talk to the people in the hallway. I never had to stay quiet. It's Dave's girlfriend's family doing it to me, and that's why they showed up at Paymer before I called Will back. And I impersonated a federal officer, and more likely it was just the next door neighbor. And the men on the other side of the duplex, I seen him in the window. The fake FBI badge, like the Canton police said, don't trust any of these people. They were even pretending they were FBI, telling everybody to stay out of it. We found out with everybody telling on them, they weren't even FBI. I've been calling them the Pinocchio group, the liar, liar, pants on fire cult. They want to be mean teenagers and run around harass me for a dirty cop, rape and torture me because he was in on it. And they sold videos of it. The rape and torture between July and September 19, between 1 and 3:30, in a protected life case. I was supposed to be in protected custody, and that cop was so dirty, he helped rape and torture me. And they sold it to even children. Okay? So, and like my friend from the prosecutor, the FBI cannot drop you from the informant program no matter what. They can, once the government agrees to protect you, they have to protect you. They can't say good luck on your own, see you bye. Failure to protect is abuse and misconduct. They can put you in a different protection program, but they can't say good luck on your own, see you bye. They said that you could never get out. It's like being in a witness protection program. You never can get out. It's just a different agency. So, well, what was there not to believe? The documented police reports are stating to 3 people it was them trying to kill me. They shoot, well, they're hot and heavy trying to kill me, trying to shoot me driving the gunshot night. Stalkers showing up at Walmart 62. Them chasing people off, blocking aisles, grabbing them. Trying to shoot me in the head driving the gunshot night. People breaking in and stabbing me with needles. Getting beat with internal injuries, getting raped and tortured. Well, it's a big case, Will. All right. You actually pulled that case. It's a house of horror. What there was there not to believe? The 2 Perry police reports, the 3 witnesses are still stating that out of their mouth it was them trying to kill me. The money disappearing, documented hypnosis system. What was there not to believe? Well, trying to cover your tracks. Maybe you ought to come meet me. We could have a long... What the hell were you thinking? I'm a nice person. I'd probably just scream at you and cry and stutter. I think they should make you watch what they did to me. Because other men have screamed. Did you see what they did to her? And then, well, people forget I'm a human being. And this is not a TV show. It's real life. Like they told Dave, March 1st to 15 to 19, 8 to 10:30 at night, in a real life, in a real protected life case inside her home in Ravenna. It's a real life case of how to get away with murder. They're killing people in front of them and having people mock them. And I'll tell you what, the police in this area, for any informant, any witness protection program person, they better check their security because these people are so advanced. They hacked into my protected life case and sold it to regular people by Christmas 18 and made money on it. And the legal access alarms did not go off. And they may be in other protection program cases. And they could sell them to the bad people. Yeah. Because if that was really well, hiding off in the distance where I can't see you, why don't you face me like a real man? The woman you totally betrayed for a retired judge. And explain to me why you did it. And why you almost let my daughter-in-law, granddaughter, and son die too. And those men up there. The judicial system needs to take care of you and everyone involved. Because that's when it's considered justice. Is when the law does its job and it locks criminals like you up for letting victims be victimized and killed. You know what's really sad? Well, because if you're really listening, I didn't know how to explain you. So you know what I told people? I prayed and left all my problems at God's feet and prayed God's will over everything. I called you a freaking God because I didn't know how to explain it. And it's been the kindness of strangers that I am alive and by the goodness and grace of God. Because would you like to meet the woman that you totally betrayed and explain to her face why you did it? And what wouldn't you believe? The banker screaming at the Pizza Hut lady on tape and audio. She was getting paid to stalk me. He at least had a video of the guy that threatened to knife me. Because he was the one that tried to carjack me and try to kidnap me and run it here. Do you understand? You had Dave and you knew it. Would you like to explain it to me and to my face? If you want to watch somebody cry and stutter, you gotta watch what they did to me first. And then can you look me in the eye? I'm a nice person. I may yell at you and swear at you. But that's it. And I would stutter and cry because I'll tell you what, a real judge will lock you